Hello there. Well, today we're here at Central on Beach Road, and we're here for, well, it's the kick-off, it's the start of the Burapa Bike Week, the 18th Burapa Bike Week. Actually, I don't know much about it, but a man who does is a man who's got music and lots of other things flowing through his veins. It's Richie Rhodes. Richie, how are you, mate?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
How about you, Paul? You okay?
I'm very well. Some impressive bikes here now.
Oh yeah. This is just a little taster, of what's going to happen. At Burapa, there'll be probably 7,000 bikes there.
Wow.
And 30 to 50,000 people over the 2 days.
Gee.
And this year I expect it to be full. I expect 50,000 people.
Really? My goodness. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about what it is and what it isn't, because people might have an idea that they think it's a certain thing. So what exactly are people going to get if they come along this weekend?
Well, let me just say that it's a party for everybody. It's not just us bikers. It's for everybody. Everybody in Pattaya, every tourist that's here, please come to this gig because you'll love it. It really is something for everybody, particularly children. And
what's good for children?
Cowboys and Indians.
Okay.
Cowboys and Indians, and lots of activity, lots of cars, American cars, lots of shops, lots of food places. Just lots going on, music. There's a vibrant atmosphere, and I've seen kids there, they love it. So don't be afraid to come along and join us.
Okay, so it kicks off this Friday, the 13th,
That's correct.
And then again on the Saturday. Is it a daytime or a nighttime event, or a little bit of both?
On the Friday, the best time to come is somewhere around about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? Because everything starts about then. And then it goes into the evening. The music starts at around about 5:30. That goes through until 4 o'clock in the morning. And the Saturday, everything starts very early. Everybody is camping out there. And by the way, you can go and you can take your tent, you can camp out. And the other thing, it's free. You don't have to pay, okay? People who camp out on Saturday, the activities start. People have breakfast and hang out a bit, and then the activities start around about 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And it gets very, very busy. There's lots and lots of motorcycles. At about 3 o'clock, there's a big ride around town. So everybody gets together, and 300 to 400 bikes are on their way around town, which is worth seeing just on its own.
So the gig itself is almost like a festival, isn't it?
Yeah, the music.
But it's free.
It's free. I mean, what can you get better? Free.
No.
And I'll get to the real good bit about the music in a minute.
Okay. Well, you say about the ride around.
Yeah.
Now, this is an unusual dynamic, because you're talking about biker gangs, but in Thailand it seems to be very peaceable.
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up. There are many chapters from international MCs that are very active here in Pattaya. There's Hells Angels, there's Bandidos, there's Mongols. All these MCs are worldwide, and you read various things that are going on in the world, in America and Europe, about problems with bike clubs. There's a lot of guys in these bike clubs that they don't want problems. And those are the guys that tend to generate here. And they come here, and this is neutral turf, totally neutral turf. And people come here to have a good time, have a holiday, hang out, and we don't have any problem. We don't even have any police. We don't need it.
Wow.
It's a peace and love situation.
Well, as we were setting up for the interview, I mean, there's lots of tourists. We're here, here at Central, so there's always lots of tourists.
Yeah.
And they're checking out the bikes and everything. And I was thinking, are the guys going to say, "Hey, get off my bike! Don't touch my bike"?
I don't recommend anybody to go sitting on bikes. If you want to touch a bike or something like that, and you'll get your photograph taken, if the guy is there, ask him. He'll probably be very good about it, and he'll let you do it, okay? May even let you sit. But don't be presumptuous. This bike here, for example, would probably cost new about 1.9, 2.1 million. Think about that. That's more than a Jaguar. So the guys who own these bikes, they're very, very sensitive to anybody touching the bikes or whatever.
This is their baby, right?
Yeah, a lot of them. Not everybody has huge money, and a lot of guys have saved all their life to get these things. So,
well, the music's getting ramped up. So let's talk about the music that's going to be at the Burapa Bike Week this weekend. And also, there's going to be a preview before that on Thursday night. So give us the details.
Yeah, on Thursday night, there's the. Let me give you the whole program. Yeah, tomorrow night in
That's Tuesday night, right?
yeah, in Soy 17, which is Soy. Oh God, I always forget this. Off South Pattaya Road. You know where the Jesters Clubhouse is.
So Kopai, is it?
Yeah, Soy Kapai. In that street, near the South Pattaya Road end, is the Asian Nomads.
Yep.
And the Asian Nomads are having a big party tomorrow night. Okay. It's for bikers, but if you want to go, there's no problem. You'll see good entertainment, you'll see lots of bikes, and you won't see any problem. You won't see any trouble.
So if you're watching this on the Tuesday edition of this edit, it's tonight. And if you're watching on the Wednesday, you missed it. All right, so that's on the Tuesday night.
So on the Wednesday, which is the 11th, yep, there's a very important event. It's an event hosted by the Hells Angels. They've done it for 3 years running. It's a Muay Thai boxing event down in Boxing World, which I think is opposite Bangkok Pattaya Hospital.
Yep, it's behind the McDonald's, right?
Yeah. That kicks off at around 7 o'clock. I think the boxing starts at 8, but come at 7 o'clock because there's lots of bikes there, lots of interesting people, and it's a great event. And it does sell out, but you can get tickets right now, but it will be full.
I've heard already that they estimate that this will raise $250,000 that one night alone.
Oh yeah. That's I think the event itself is for hand-to-hand charity.
Margie.
We all know Margie, and it's a wonderful charity, a kids charity, and the Hells Angels have supported this charity for 3 years, and now this event is a standard event for our calendar for Bike Week.
Right, so that's on the
11th.
on the Wednesday night,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Cool.
And then on the Thursday night, a very special event. Everybody should come to this because you'll never see this again. And that is, we have Guns N' Roses. Everybody heard of Guns N' Roses? Yeah, well, we have the guitarist, Ron Tal, has asked to play for Burapa and has said he will do the opening party at Endorphin, and he'll do Saturday night and maybe even a bit on Friday night at the gig. And Ron is probably up there in the top 5, top 10 guitarists in the world.
Sure.
So you'd be crazy to miss this thing. You got to see this guy. I've put a band around him, and look, look at this.
Right.
Okay.
So this is the guy here, Ron
Bumblefoot.
Bumblefoot.
Bumblefoot Tal. He is the current guitarist with Guns N' Roses, and he is playing at the Burapa event, and he is also playing at the Endorphin Discotheque in Walking Street, Pattaya.
That's on the Thursday night that he's going to be.
Thursday night, yeah, at around about 10 o'clock. It's free entry. You can book a table if you want, but then you need to buy a bottle of spirit.
Sure.
For 4 people. 4 people.
That's fair
Apart from that, it's a free entry, and everybody be crazy not to miss this.
All right.
So that's the opening party for Burapa, and then Ron will play possibly a short set on Friday night, but a 1.5 hours on Saturday night, and he may even do some stuff with Lamb Morrison.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. We have to see how it rolls.
Well, it's going to be awesome, obviously. Any other musical acts that you want to mention?
Yeah.
Anything come to
Yeah,
mind?
there is. On Friday at around 6 o'clock, there is a Pink Floyd tribute band
Okay.
from Torquay in England. They come over just to do this gig. That's well worth seeing. There's a Thai band called Eat Footpath. And the reason they called Eat Footpath is that they started their career, a family, sitting on the sidewalk, having their food, and hence Eat Footpath.
Okay.
So they play for food on the sidewalk in Bangkok, and it's a family, mother and father, and 2 young daughters. And these 2 young daughters, it's remarkable, the father put enough money together to send the daughters to school or university or whatever, music college in America, and they both play incredible violin and cello, and they do it to folk music, Thai folk rock, and they are unbelievable and need to be seen. I mean, it's in Thai, but it won't stop anybody from enjoying it. It's fabulous.
So, like you say, I mean, it's I said at the beginning, what is it and what is it and what isn't it? Because some people might think, oh, it's just going to be rock and roll, but it's going to have so many different facets, isn't it? Excuse me a minute.
Just a second.
I cannot take you a long time.
Yeah, just a moment. Yeah, the other thing is that there's another band playing that night, and I've just got to think. Yeah, it's the Paul Camilleri Blues Band. Okay. You may have seen Paul Camilleri yourself. Very, very fine blues band, but they're going to up the tempo a bit, and they're going to do some good rock and roll, blues rock and roll as well. It's going to be great. Great evening of music.
Okay.
Then
all right.
Saturday night, of course, is a different thing altogether. Then we got a whole different bill. But the highlight of that is going to be Ron doing a 1.5 hour set, and he's going to be joined by guests as we go along. There'll be different people joining him as the set progresses. And at the end of it, Lam Morrison is due to come on, and we expect there to be a little bit of jamming with Lam and Ron, which is going to be spectacular.
That will be phenomenal.
Yeah, can't be missed.
So I guess anybody who's into music, into festivals, and of course Guns N' Roses, this is a gig that they just shouldn't miss.
Yeah, it's a one-off. I mean, it won't happen again. Yeah. It'll just be this time and this time only. Okay. It can't happen again. I mean,
so Tuesday night, soy core pie.
Yeah.
Wednesday night we've got the Muay Thai
Stadium, the Hells Angels Muay Thai.
Yep. Thursday
at Endorphin nightclub. Friday is the Burapa, and Saturday again the Burapa.
Okay. Now the only thing we haven't mentioned is where it is.
It's in Soy Chayapuk at the Chayapuk Stadium. So you go down the Sukhumvit towards Narjomtien, and you'll come to some big traffic lights, the Chayapuk traffic lights. There'll be signs there. You do a left turn, go straight to the stadium. And I need to mention that in years gone by, we've had problems with exit and access. You won't get any problems this year. We've got more space. We've got about 100 rides out the back there that we're using for car parking. When you car park, you'll go out in a different entry from the entrance, and you won't have any problem getting in and out.
So after 18 years, you've actually got it sorted out, right?
Yeah, it's taken 18 years. The only problem is it gets bigger every year, so it brings its own problems. And there was some sort of rumour that we couldn't sell beer. No, we're selling beer and everything else.
I think you've got it, right?
No problem. Beer will be there.
All right, we're going to wind it up. So Burapa Bike Week coming up this weekend, but these events on the Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday night. And of course Thursday night, you should certainly catch that. But come along on the Friday, Saturday. And as Richie said, this is a family event as well. Yeah, so it's not just for the old rockers.
Kids, there's no problem. Bring the kids, it's secure. You'll have a great time. Get the Endorphin on Thursday and get the stadium on Friday for a little bit of Ron. But if you want to see lots of Ron, Saturday night, you must be there. Don't miss it.
See you again. Bye-bye.